Welcome to today's video. I'm moving from this notebook to another one. I finished it, so there's a couple of things that I wanted to share with you that could be helpful or enlightening or just entertaining. And yeah, let's get into it. So I'm gonna talk about The Lion King. The Lion King has been going through its Saturn return, and it's been released 28 years ago, and it just keeps on happening. It just keeps on being mentioned in the collective and in online and in my own life, and it's been very beautiful to have this acknowledgement and this reconnection with something that was so helpful to me since I was very young, even as a toddler. So I hung on to The Lion King a lot, the number 1 and number 2, when my parents were going through the divorce and I was 5, and it's just really helped me. And I'm French, so I know it in French, and I know the lyrics of the songs in French, and I actually really love those lyrics because they're very, very spiritual, and they're very different from the English version. So I compared the first song and the first song of each movie, which is The Cycle of Life and He Lives in You, and I've compared them. I've known them in English now, and I actually wrote them down in French here so that I could translate them to you and you could witness how spiritual and how extremely beautiful they've been. And I'm sure that a lot of people who connected with those movies when they were young are called now to do the type of acknowledgement of their past and going on that spiritual path, on that realization of themselves. And I wanted to just share that with you because, hey, why not? So the first song is called The Circle of Life, sorry. In French it's called The Story of Life, l'histoire de la vie. And it starts with, I'm just gonna translate right now, and because it's in rhyme, because it's a song, it's not easy for me to do this. It's not always going to be amazing, but I'm just gonna give you the signification. So on the morning of your life on this planet, you are being illuminated by the sun god, and to the infinite you're going to wake up and wake up and wake up to the marvelous, to the wonders of this earth that's been waiting for you and calling for you. You will have so many things to see in order to cross the boundary of knowing, of wisdom, and you will be collecting the heritage of everything that comes from the different ages, not only this age but the previous ages. And if that's not light work and Akashic records and the spiritual path, I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna repeat that. There will be so many things to see for you to cross the border of knowing, of having that wisdom, and you will be collecting the heritage that comes from the depth of every age, of the ages, the past ages. And you will be doing all of that. All of this will be in the harmony of love made as a bond, as a chain. There will be all of this, that collection of the heritage that comes from the depth of the ages, will be done in the harmony, which it's a huge word, and I've been using it a lot on my specific, like I have a harmonizing video meditation, in the harmony of love's bond, of love's, the chain of love, which is not a chain, but as in a link up, as in maybe a matrix, a network of love, unity, consciousness. This is the story of life, and this infinite round, the infinite round of this eternal cycle, will be made immortal by the blessed child. The infinite round of this eternal cycle will be made immortal by the blessed child. this is the story of life. So I'm still trying to understand the difference between infinity and immortality. It seems that it's very different spiritually from what we could understand lexically with words. And one key aspect is the gene key 28. So if you know the gene key system, the 28 is going from totality to immortality. That's something that I'll talk more about in the future. Anyway, this song is written in English by Tim Rice and Elton John, and in French it is written by Claude Rigal-Ansou et Luc Olivier. So thank you to them for this beautiful song that just it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful in French. It's so beautiful to be singing those songs as a kid, as a teenager, as an adult who remembers and have that nostalgia that Earth has been waiting for you, that there's a mission of collecting the heritage that comes from all the ages, and that every child, and that's what I choose to say, but that the blessed child is making immortal that cycle that is happening on Earth. So I do believe that us being on Earth is transforming just the action of Earth turning around the sun. It's making something immortal. It's changing something up in the whole cosmos. And then there's a second song, because that the second movie, He Lives in You. In French, He Lives in You as well. Il vit en toi. And it starts by Vie et l'esprit de la vie. Okay, which is live. Just live. Ooh, chills. Live. The first word is live. Like exist, be alive, live. And the spirit of life calls for you. Vie et l'esprit de la vie t'appelle. And then it's believe. Nothing is too high for you. You will conquer. Not conquer, but you will succeed if you believe. So live, and the spirit of life is calling for you. Believe. Nothing is too high for you. You will succeed if you believe. He lives in you. He lives in me. Everything, everywhere you go, He's always here. He's always here. In your truth, in your thought, listen to its voice. He lives in you. Live, believe, listen. That's it. And that's so beautiful. And that song in French is written by François M. Kondo. And there's that running word that keeps coming back, which is mamela, 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 mamela. Ella, mamela, ella, mamela. And it means listen. It means listen. And wow, I'm not gonna cry, but if I had one word to say, if I was about to die right now and I had one thing to say, it's just listen. Just listen. And everything is already here, and all of the wisdom that you need is already here. It's sometimes we're interrupted, like most times we're interrupted by this flowing world that keeps on moving, and nothing is wrong about that. We have to keep going, we have to keep moving. And there's a lot of beauty in stopping and listening. That's it. I'm gonna leave you there. I hope that you realize how wonderful it is to be on this earth, that how your life right now is so important and so needed, and for you, for others, for this planet, and there's a true connection here. So live, believe, listen, and witness, just witness what happens. Thank you for watching, and let's have a rerun. Let's just this weekend watch The Lion King and Lion King 2. Yeah, you deserve it. Come on. See you next week. Bye.